Thank you for visiting us on Patreon to support Skeptic Haven. We're a humanist media group that produces shows and social media posts to support science, skepticism, humanism, and critical thinking. We focus on topics that deserve more exposure. For example, the treatment of women in Iran, prejudice against the transgendered, the reality of scientific findings, the unpublicized harm that too often happens within religious communities, and finding of joy after one leaves religion.
Hello. Welcome, everyone, to our...
Hi, guys.
This is our 2,000 subscriber party. And thank you for coming and being here. I think we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. I have Captain Dadpool to my left. Alma, it's so good to have you on the stream.
Hello.
Oh, you look so shocked to be here. Like, I'm
I'm on a stream right now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. And Teo, is that how you?
Oh yeah, I'm so pumped to be here. So happy. Thank you so much for inviting me.
You're so welcome. And Secular Rarity. Yay. It's been so long since we've done a stream together. And now this week I'm going to get to do two with you. So
I know. It's awesome. Yeah, we got this one. And then we'll actually be hanging out with Sydney Davis Jr., a recent host on this awesome channel.
Yeah.
So, which may have been what got it up to 2,000. It could have been the fact that I haven't been on here for a couple of, we don't know. That's what I'm saying. We don't know. Correlation, causation.
Sure. Exactly. And yeah, it's so good to see everyone. And thank you for coming. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with some of these slightly ridiculous questions. So yeah.
Question? What questions? What? Why didn't anybody tell me anything about questions? Okay, I'm going to keep calm. Just play it cool, guys. Play it cool. There are questions.
Yeah, and we're actually going to be voting people out too. So if you don't answer correctly, Teo,
I
actually,
vote
we shun you. It's this new thing we're trying. Yeah,
I vote Rarity. I like his hair, but he's wearing red just like me, and that's not cool. I should be wearing gray. Shame on me.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I think, do we have a rhyme or reason of how we'll do this, or just kind of just say it however? Okay, this one I saw at the beginning, or a couple hours ago, and I just thought it was disgusting. So, would you rather share a toothbrush with a random stranger or kiss a random stranger on the mouth?
I have to say, before the show, I asked, is the random stranger a woman? They said somebody of your opposite gender. So, yeah, baby, French kiss all the way down. Come here, try this Latino bonbon.
Oh my God.
Venga para acá, señorita.
Oh, wow. Okay, the language. Okay, what about you, Captain Dadpool?
To me, the gender doesn't matter. I'll go with kiss either way. Because that way it's done, it's over with really quickly. But like brushing your teeth, you got to really get in there, and I feel like
it's disgusting.
A kiss would be would be over.
Because it just says a kiss. It doesn't say like a makeout session. You can just do like a right.
Yeah. Oh come on, that's so boring. If a kiss is not 5 minutes at least, what's the point?
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100% with Dadpool. Like I just spot on. I couldn't do that. Honestly, like
you couldn't share it.
Even sharing a toothbrush with like somebody that, I very much like live with and care about and stuff. Like,
have you ever shared a toothbrush?
No, I haven't, and I'm proud to say that. I'm hoping that till the day I die, the one thing that I keep,
you can put it on your grave.
My dentist will be very proud.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Alma, what about you?
I haven't said anything because I actually did it.
Which one?
What?
You've done both?
Did what?
The kiss to a stranger.
Okay.
I was.
How was it? I'm curious now.
Was this like a spin the bottle type situation, or
no? I was in a bar and the guy just came up to say hi, and I like him, and
yeah.
Get it.
Yeah.
What kind of bar was it? It's not that I want to. Yes, I want to go there. I'm curious now.
Send me the address and when you'll be going there.
Alma has the experience. She has she has kissed someone in a bar, a stranger, lucky stranger. And I have shared the toothbrush. And come on, for real, guys, you are with your significant other. You just were kissing each other, having sex the whole night, and next day you're not even going to share the toothbrush.
So,
you
just
you
out
already
of curiosity, with your significant other, how often would you say you like licked the back of their teeth? You know, like really got up in there and like really.
Is there any other way of giving a good kiss for real?
Well, that's
you kiss without that tongue? I mean, come on, dude.
You know what? That's just a fault on me. That's fair. That's fair. I'll take that.
You have tasted their amygdalas already, so yeah.
It's just like getting all in the tonsils and everything.
Of course. How else are you going to taste the sweet, sweet taste of that beautiful kiss?
That's true. Okay. Okay, we have a lot more questions, so we could go on and on and on. So I'm going to go to the next one. Thank you. So, and also I would kiss a random stranger, just for the record. So
Can I be that random stranger asking for a friend? I am that friend.
Well, you're not random anymore.
Yeah, you're not random. Now I know you.
But
damn it. I don't like this game anymore.
Okay. Which would you prefer to have, an enormous nose or a tail?
So before I answer this, by tail, do you mean an enormous tail? And we are talking about the thing that I have in front? Oh, a real tail.
Oh.
I think just
for a furry, I'm sure that it would be a tail right away. But as someone who really admires Sun Wukong, the Monkey King, I would love having a tail. So tail, of course.
Okay.
And I want an enormous tail, not a small one, a big one. Just saying.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'm going tail. I don't care if it's big, little, has hair on it or not. I'd rather have some kind of tail than a large nose.
Yeah.
But and haven't you heard that saying that big nose?
Big nose.
Big nose.
I
Some
don't
monkeys
think that's what the saying is.
Okay, I have to say,
Thinking of a different one.
I have to say, guys, down here where I live, the myth is related to shoes. If your shoes are very big, that other part is also very big. If somebody wants to know, my shoes are a 13 American, 14 British, or is the other way around? 13 American. So
just
if
throwing that
you want
information out there. Yeah, yeah.
Ladies, I'm still single. Yes, I'm just saying.
I cannot imagine why tail after that.
Teo,
Me neither.
We're supposed to be celebrating 2,000 subscribers on this awesome channel.
Not the size of your feet. Thank you for that.
Guys, this is the internet. Ask the people. They want to know about my feet, and probably they want to see them. And they would pay money for them. I'm sure of that.
Would you show them, or would you show your cartoon feet?
With enough money, you can ask for either. Maybe you will get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'm available, people. You can call me.
Okay. Well, I would go with the tail because I think you could kind of hide it if you weren't in the mood to have your tail exposed, whereas a nose.
And you can always have it removed. You can't have your nose removed.
That's true.
I guess you can have it made smaller.
You can have it docked like they do, which I don't agree with, but with dogs, they dock tails, which is not cool.
I feel like that would be a much more complex surgery than just having your tail removed.
Just like a snip, and then
like I could do it with a cleaver, like my tail. I could do it myself.
Right. And I think
I wouldn't be able to fix my nose.
Obviously a tail that you could like have full control over, like monkeys and stuff in movies where they can just like that would be better. But I think just any tail in general is okay, even if it just like wags when you're happy. Like that's a super helpful thing.
What about like a kangaroo? Like it helps you, right?
Yeah, that does. That
if it's like a kangaroo or lemur tail, I'll probably keep it because I can use it.
Guys, can I stop joking and getting serious?
Behind me and stuff.
Okay, go for it. This is a safe space.
No word.
Are you telling Captain Dadpool or me?
No, I'm telling you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to get serious because there are people who actually are born with tails, and in the past, they could die because of the operation. If you want to know about that, read 100 Years of Solitude from Gabriel Garcia Marquez. it's an interesting tale where they actually talk about a guy who was born with a tail and he died when a butcher friend of him helped him and cut his tail. And it's based on stuff that could happen in the past, and it has happened. Remember, we are hominids. We still have those pesky genes around our bodies. So some people actually are born with tails, and it's kind of interesting, but it's the Alma, help me. How is columna lumbar in English?
The spine?
The spine. The spine is connected to the tail, so it's a very risky and complicated operation if you want to remove it. So I know it's fun to joke about it, but actually could be very kind of dangerous and risky. So we shouldn't take it as lightly. And yeah, that was my serious moment.
Okay.
If you're watching the show and you have a tail, don't cut it off yourself. That's what we're getting.
Yeah.
Yeah, please
Don't do that.
get the help of a doctor, a surgeon.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Next question. If you were suddenly arrested and your mugshot was all over the media, what would your family assume you'd done wrong?
Oh, Jesus.
This is like this question is interesting because your answer may be defined by how you think your family sees you.
Right.
But it may also just be defined by how you see yourself, And so it's fascinating to me.
And I also want to just say really quick, the people in the chat, you can give your answers too.
Please.
And for this, you could even suggest what you think one of us would be doing wrong.
Yeah.
Because that would be kind of fun to see, and we can share them on the screen. But share your answers too if you want to. Okay, Brycearonee. I'm sorry, I'm going to share his right away because that's really funny.
I love you, Bryce.
Yes, thank you. My family would assume I've done nothing wrong. I'm black, says Brycearonee. Okay, so who wants to go first?
I will. So similarly, although not because I'm black, obviously, my family also wouldn't think I did anything wrong. They probably think I was framed because I've been pretty straight edge my whole life. I've never been in trouble. So if suddenly I got arrested on TV, and they'd be like, "Someone's fucking lying," like nobody would think I did anything wrong.
Yeah,
that's the best I got.
I think that would be probably the same for me because I've really not done anything.
Y'all are no fun.
Wrong. Okay.
Well, maybe they might assume I like firebombed like the NRA headquarters or Fox News headquarters or something like that.
Oh yeah. See, we could get creative.
That might be the first thing they think of.
Yeah.
Drugs. Yeah.
Drugs for you?
Yeah. My family would be like, I probably was smoking pot somewhere he shouldn't have been or something, that's highly. Now, I mean, when they got there, they'd be surprised, at the pounds that I've been moving and so forth through, back channels. And really, it's a complicated system these days. So we take the tie. I'm sorry, never mind. What were we talking about? We were answering.
I wanted to know where you were going with that.
We were answering questions.
I want to know.
That's why you don't do drugs, children. Your mind gets messy, right?
That's
Secular.
Right. That's right.
That's what I've been told.
We're not advocating for it. We're saying follow the laws in your area. And I think over half of the states currently, it's legal to use marijuana recreationally. So.
Which states? Give me the list.
All over
it's
Canada.
Legal. It's legal all over Canada.
I know.
I'm traveling to Canada right now, people.
It's just I feel like it's I don't know that I could do that. There's something deep inside of me where it's every so often I'll wake up in the middle of the night and just chant a USA once or twice and then go back to bed.
Really?
So I feel I worry that the patriotism inside me would.
You can just wake up and go, Canada, Canada. We'll take you.
You scare me.
You scare me.
Okay, if I know my family well enough, maybe my mother could be like, "Oh yeah, my son is innocent. He has been framed." My father could be like, "Oh heck, he told somebody he's an atheist." My sister could be like, "He killed someone." That's what I'm guessing.
That's good. That's a good range. That's nice.
Yeah.
I love my family. They love me too.
That's good. That's really good.
My mom would probably say that I didn't do anything. And my brothers will say, "You were fighting again, right?"
Oh, you're a scrapper.
That's funny. I was going to joke
Alma.
about that and say, Alma
Alma,
probably
don't you
got
think-
into a fight.
Don't you think that at least one person would say, "Oh yeah, you have the humble skin tone"?
Mm-hmm.
That too. But no, my brother will say, "Nah, you were fighting again, right?"
How many fights have you been in?
Just a couple, but
Just a
And
couple.
Personal note.
how long were
didn't
they in
get-
the
I
hospital?
didn't get arrested because on the first one I was a minor, and the second one I was a minor, and the
You're
other
not allowed
one
to fight if you're a minor.
I didn't got caught.
We'd also
That
like to
one, I
take
look
this,
like a minor.
take this opportunity to say that we're also not advocating for just
No.
fighting. Like
No.
we just
No.
ran the
This is
gambit,
just
right?
a what if, like, for fun.
Personal note: if you get drunk with Alma, don't make her angry.
Yes, this is true. Okay, next question. Okay, so you have to eliminate 2 out of these: Quentin Tarantino, George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, or Ray Bradbury.
Ooh.
I guess the only names that I can recognize are but I'm not a fan of Tarantino. George Lucas, Steven Spielberg are the ones that I save. I don't know who Ray Bradbury is, so Chad, you can burn me alive if you want.
That's actually
And
kind of
actually,
funny.
I will
Him
Google
being
that
the
name.
author of Fahrenheit 451. You said "Burn Me Alive." So that's
Oh, that's him. Yeah, kill him.
Kill him.
I mean, eliminate.
Eliminate. Just for eliminating, like, from ever making movies again. That's
okay.
as bad as it'll go.
I don't know you, so you go out. Sorry, Ray.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd have to kick Ray out too. I mean, he's good,
Okay.
but the problem is the last 3, because it puts me in a really awkward position of potentially having to like defend George Lucas, which I don't know that I want to like do that so much. But I do love, especially the original 3 Star Wars. Like I genuinely could just watch those over and over and over again. On it, the last 3 though, like 7, 8, and 9, just real quick, y'all. I watched them all in theaters. I swear I did. I bought a freaking ticket and popcorn and shit. I don't really remember any of them. And
What did you do before the movie?
No. I respect
Oh,
that.
okay.
No, I respect that. No, that's a good comment.
Okay.
Based on the last. No. Sober enough where I
Okay.
should have remembered them, you know?
But you
Like,
don't.
But yeah, I wasn't that excited by them.
No?
You know, but I wouldn't want to. Okay, I feel like I'm saying get rid of George Lucas. That's what I'm saying. I'm
I
gonna
feel
get rid
like
of
you
George
are
Lucas.
too.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. All right. Dadpool?
I will get rid of Steven Spielberg because I didn't like any recent movies of him, and Ray Bradbury.
Man, Ray's taking a hit.
Recent ones, you're right.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely going with Ray.
Ray, we all voted him out.
We're not a
Nobody
reading
likes
crowd.
Ray.
We're not a reading
Ray.
crowd here.
No love at all. Like the thing about Tarantino is every one of his films have a twist ending, so you don't like when you're watching the movies, you know that what you're watching isn't like real yet. So I feel like every movie, it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
You know that it's everything you're watching is going to be a lie in the last like 2 minutes of the movie. But yeah, Lucas is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna go with Lucas. I think he's done. He's past his prime.
Okay.
He's not cranking them out like he used to.
Well, apparently I don't watch enough movies, so because I don't know who Ray Bradbury is. I have never actually watched Star Wars. Please don't hate me. And and Quentin Tarantino, I feel like his movies, I haven't really seen them because they're just not my genre. So I'll just keep Steven Spielberg because I'll just keep them.
Yeah, screw the rest of you.
I don't know.
Because
Stacy's just like, fuck all of them. Get rid of all of them. They're all terrible.
Get rid of all of them.
Doesn't affect my life
Yeah.
at all if they all die.
He's the only one that I've probably seen the most movies for, so I'll keep him. And I have to Google Ray. So, yeah. Okay. Next.
Okay.
What 3 items could you buy at the grocery store to creep out the cashier clerk?
Who wrote these? Were these
It wasn't
all
me.
Were these all
who
from
wrote
Wes?
them is my favorite person now.
Terrible. This is ridiculous.
Well, it will be like rope,
Yeah.
duct tape, and
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't even.
Okay, like
I'm gonna go with
condoms. Oh, you're going to go with?
yeah. You still. I was gonna go with a condom, a dog's chew toy, and peanut butter.
oh no!
Oh, come on.
That took
I
you
Just
no
off the
time.
top of my head. It's not like a repetitive
Like,
list.
no
I-
time.
I was going to go with something softer like condoms, rope, and either the ice mint toothbrush or hot spicy hot sauce.
Sorry, spicy hot sauce. What were the other 2?
Yeah. Rope and condoms.
Oh, rope.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's also a-
Yeah.
What does the hot sauce have to do with it?
That's why I
You
kicked you out.
don't have any
Just
things. I
continue
can
going.
see that.
Ah,
It's to make the rope spicy. Duh.
okay.
There are interesting things to do, but you require some imagination. A lot of imagination, actually.
Apparently. All right. Okay, well, Jason said he'd buy mini candy bars, or Jason from Dragons and Genesis, let's definitely plug his amazing podcast, would buy mini candy bars, rat poison, and razor blades. So, yeah, that would be kind of creepy.
Yeah.
And
I mean, the candy bars are for you, right?
yeah. Kat would buy black garbage bags, duct tape, and bleach. That's something that I have in my house right now. Like, that's something that we just buy all the time. So,
But if you
We all
only
do.
buy that,
Yeah,
it's
just
it's
for
about
all
only
those
buying
ingredients.
that.
True.
Yeah.
And like
That's
act like
true.
you're in a hurry when you're
I gotta go.
Right.
Go, go.
Just
Yeah.
like
Faster.
keep looking
It's
at the
just like-
cameras.
Things like
Yeah,
that.
like,
Do you have a camera? No, right? Okay.
yeah.
Take cash, keep the change.
Yeah. Okay, Alma, did you answer?
Yeah, I did.
You
I
did?
said,
Okay.
Yeah, I
It was
said
the first one.
The rope,
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Right.
The gloves and duct tape.
Right. Oh, yeah.
I love the random person in the chat who said I popped in a weird conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, boy,
Dude,
did
but
you.
You have joined a weird program.
Yeah, you sure did. You,
This is the world that atheists want, y'all.
Mhm, that's right.
Where's my dinosaur with a naked lady?
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Okay, here's a funny, just little random one. Would you rather have a horse the size of a cat or a cat the size of a mouse?
I want giant animals. Why do you want them small? I refuse to answer this on principle because I want a giant cat. I want a horse-sized cat.
Horse the size of a cat. Okay, a horse the size of a cat, though.
Right.
So it would be like
so it
a
will be a
small-
No. A horse-sized cat. A cat the size of a horse.
We get what you want, Teo, but that's
Yes.
not.
Okay.
But that's not
Yeah.
the question.
Yeah.
So, it would be like a little horse that's just like house
Mhm.
size.
Mm-hmm. Could like jump up, sit on your shoulder.
I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
horse-sized cat because I'm afraid I would step on a cat-sized mouse.
Yeah.
I actually had a cat when she was a baby. I stepped on her by accident, and she had to have
Oh.
shoulders. She's fine. She had to have shoulder surgery though, because I like broke it.
Aw.
Oh no.
Like when she was a little kitten. I
Aw.
didn't see her, so I feel bad. She's alive. She's like asleep over there.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
good.
she's
No,
good.
that's
She's good, but
Good.
yeah, had to take her to the vet.
Aw, that's so sad.
I think I will take also the horse of the size of a cat.
That would be fun.
I think it would be super interesting to see a tiny little horse,
Mm-hmm.
but I a cat the size of a mouse because I always wish that cats could stay kittens. So
I'm gonna go with the very small cat too, just because I really want to see that. I just want to see a cat that's so tiny.
I know.
You know, like, but horses, I mean, honestly, horses are really wonderful, and they basically are like large dogs. They're very sweet animals. They're very loving. They let you just like lay all over them and pet them and stuff. So yeah, they are. It's fascinating. They're very smart too. It's really interesting.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well that was easy.
Yeah, not controversial. Nothing we have to apologize for anywhere there.
No disclaimers. No sound bites that they can.
I got upset at it. I'm upset at this question. Are you ignoring my upsetness?
Yeah, right, because you wanted a cat the size of a horse.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, so I can go and hunt people with it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'm a very noble person, as you can see.
Yeah.
You are very, very noble. Okay. Well, you can have that answer too. We'll allow it.
We'll give it to you.
If you had a one-trip time machine, future or past, would you go, and where would you go?
And you just had to stay there. I'm guessing one trip. You just had
like
wherever
one way.
you went. Yeah, that would be interesting.
I have two answers, but
no, you only get one, Teo. You already got one on the last one. Come on.
You changed the question the last time, so one answer.
We're gonna deduct points from you, man.
Yeah.
Then you choose, guys. I have two questions. One is the serious one, and the other one is the one that created my own religion. Which one do you prefer?
Sorry.
Second one sounds pretty interesting.
This is a new question on our question?
Oh, no. If I'm allowed to give only one answer, I have two answers. One that is a serious answer, and the other answer created my whole religion. So which one do you prefer?
You can
first answer. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll go
the
with
serious
that one
first.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The serious one. I would love to go to the future just to see how much our technology is going to advance.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of boring answer, though.
That's not bad. I think it's fair.
Yeah. That would be interesting. Okay.
I don't know. There's a lot of historical figures I'd like to go back in time and kill myself, but I can't pick which one. Is this thing? I've got a list.
There's a list to pick.
Okay, who's at the top of that list?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Number one.
Just if you had to pick, who would be at the top of that list?
It would be either between the Apostle Paul.
I knew you were going to say that. Because that's what I was thinking.
Or Bishop Athanasius. He is the sole reason that the Book of Revelation was included in the New Testament.
Why don't you go for Constantine and you stop the whole Christian movement, and that's it?
Well, Paul. I mean,
but I think
Paul. Yeah, I think Paul will be more.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, I mean,
good.
He's the one who created the whole thing, who made it popular. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's exactly who I was thinking with Paul.
Yeah, he's
but that's not my answer. Okay.
What is your answer?
Okay, my answer. It's okay compared to your guys's. It sounds kind of like, but okay. I would go to the past, and I would go to the 1950s and be a teenager in the 1950s because I always wanted, and in the States because I wanted to go to like sock hops and wear like the poodle skirts, and I wanted like to live in Greece, like the movie Greece. So it's just something fun. Just something
that's
fun.
fair. Yeah, that'd be a good time.
Yeah.
I may be a little bit, I don't know, maybe wrong, but wasn't that just fantasy? That isn't that just a movie?
No, but like that era.
Yeah, like Greece wasn't. Yeah, it was all actors.
So you don't assume that people are dancing and singing all the time.
No.
That's just a reference.
I'm just giving you a picture of like that's just my ideal.
Yeah,
but I always I wanted to be alive in the 50s.
I don't think Stacy was saying she thinks musicals are like true to life documentaries.
Not at all.
Oh damn! I'm so wrong. I suck at this game. I suck at this game.
So
that's okay.
If it being a one-way trip, okay, and especially Teo took the go way into the future and see that. If I didn't do that, I wouldn't go. Because if I went back in time, I would probably want to go someplace that sounds really fun. And then ultimately I would forget about things like just soap. And so it would be like, oh my gosh, the 1500s in France sounds awesome. The Enlightenment salons. And then I would get there and I would instantly be like, oh my God, I hate this. Everything about this time period is horrible. There's no doctors. There's no way for me to like go to the bathroom anywhere like this. So, you know, I probably wouldn't end up going. It'd be boring, but live out the rest of this shitty timeline.
You know what? I'm already a digital guy, so I'm pretty advanced in this technological stuff. I will give you my trip to the future. Don't worry.
I'll take
you can have it if they give it to me.
I feel like you're breaking the rules on so many of these questions, Teo.
He is. He's like, I don't like these questions. I don't like the answers I have to give.
I want to mentally manipulate you so you ask me about my trip that would change the whole universe and create my whole religion. But I'm sure Alma has a way more interesting answer on her sleep.
No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I will actually would like to see the future, but I'm not sure if I wanted to go anywhere. It's just that you know, I am a mom, so I'm not willing to leave my kid anywhere. I have to take her with me or no dice.
That's a good point. Everything else would just.
I would totally leave my kids behind. Like, y'all go on your own now.
This is hypothetical. I mean, I have 3 kids too, and I was like, I'm going to the 50s. So,
guys, that's why.
If it was hypothetical, just go to the future. I want to see what else is going to be invented.
Okay, guys, if I get the ticket, both of you can fight for the ticket and I will record you fighting to death. And the winner is going to make me rich and you can see the future.
Okay.
Do you think at some point in the future we'll just completely as like a society like give up on flying cars being a thing? Like we'll just finally stop expecting flying cars to happen next year because they've been fucking talking about it for ever and just like finally.
Oh yeah, of course. They will have flying boots that are more comfortable. Duh.
Flying boots.
Flying boots. Okay.
Elon Musk's son will invent them, and they'll just end up killing a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So speaking of killing, if you had the power to kill someone by simply thinking them dead. And they would die of natural causes, would you use this?
Every single minute of every single day.
I should not be given this kind of responsibility.
Yeah, me neither.
Dear and beloved human race.
For humanity. Yep.
Like it started off with like the obvious answers, like Kim Jong-un, Putin, but then like down the road, I'd be like guy that was rude to me, like a waiter that was rude to me at a restaurant. Like
that's exactly what I was worried about.
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah.
No,
oh,
like,
you're trying to turn left before this light turns red, you little piece of shit. Like, like, yeah, totally.
And you cut me up in traffic, you're dead.
That'd be what I'd worried about. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I just want to say, before Stacy answers, dear beloved human race, the only reason why I will never get this power is because if there is someone able to give this power, they know I could destroy every single one of you. I totally love every single one of you, but come on. Who wouldn't want to be the last human standing on this planet? Come on.
I wouldn't.
Secular, I love you, but you could be the first one to go. I'm looking at you right now. Still love it, man. I mean,
that's fair.
Why secular?
Against you humans, it's just I want to be the last man standing. Come on. What?
I'm not that big of a threat, I promise. If the world ends tomorrow, like it's gonna be me sitting, sitting here watching whatever bullshit TV I can until some raider comes in and kills me.
Oh my
Can I make
goodness.
So the
comment
power
in
grid
the,
fails.
can I comment on this
and I have
comment
to read books.
On hit who?
on Dragons in Genesis
Yes,
podcast?
of course. Yeah. Oops.
It
yeah.
says 100% of the people who died of natural causes didn't hit the like button of this video. That's
Mhm.
totally true. And if somebody shoots you in your face, it's totally natural that you die. So keep that in mind, people, as well. It's not a threat; it's just a fact.
Okay.
I guess
We'll
so.
keep that in mind. So, yeah, I don't think I would choose that power, to be honest, because there's times where I've thought, ugh, can you just go already? And I've thought,
Yeah.
so no, I wouldn't choose it because then he'd be like, oh crap, I didn't actually mean that. I was just really mad right
Yeah,
now. So, no.
Oh, I didn't think
I wouldn't
about
want that
one
power
thing.
either, especially if I'm going to ride the subway in Mexico City, because
Okay.
half of the population will be gone. And
There is one thing that I didn't realize with this power.
Okay.
As soon as I find a mirror, I'm done. So it's a terrible idea.
Sure.
Oh, I look so awful. I wish I. Bad idea. You see?
Your hair's
Very.
looking great today, though, man. I mean,
Oh, thank you. Yours
Yeah.
too.
Looks like you got a fresh haircut.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I actually did.
I knew it. I knew it.
You're so observant.
Okay. This one is kind of disgusting.
oh,
Favorites. Bring it on,
I
sister.
love
Are
it.
you ready?
You read it.
Are you ready?
Let's
My
do
body
this.
is-
I'm excited.
Okay, here we go. I don't even want to
No.
read it. But brushing your teeth or wiping your bum.
Oh,
You have to give up
What
This
was
is
one.
that? I'm
easy.
sorry, I didn't. Stacy, you cut out for a
Yeah.
second. Could you just start? We just want to make sure that we have good, clean edits, for
Mhm.
later on the
Yes,
show.
can you
So-
repeat it, please? I
Clip
couldn't hear
that.
it. It broke up on my end.
Brushing your teeth or wiping your bum. You have to give up one. Which and why?
Even rhymes and everything. Jesus, who came up with this?
this one is easy as heck. I mean, you can stop brushing your teeth. You can keep using them. You can find other ways of cleaning your teeth.
That's true.
but-
But you can also find other ways. Oh, but
Yeah,
you
you
have to
can
just
use your
not
hands
wipe
and
your
wash
bum.
it. Yeah.
Never.
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
Wow.
I mean, you
I
can
give up
still
wiping
use
my
your
butt.
hand and water. I think the question needs more rules, so
Is
so
it-
we know what is allowed and what is not allowed.
The thing is,
I mean,
Yeah,
if I,
because,
if you stop
use
wiping your butt,
water.
your anus is not just going to fall off, right? But if you stop
That's
brushing
true.
your teeth, eventually
Yeah.
they're going to
And
fall
you
out.
would
Ooh,
everything.
but
That's the
but
problem.
they've
But-
gotten really really good with the dental surgery and stuff these days. They basically they craft teeth and they just fucking screw them into your skull. Like they
Yeah,
just
but you have
literally
to do
take
that, like,
titanium and
once a year.
Yeah, but that's
also,
yeah, I mean that's true. That
very
is true.
costly.
That's true.
I
That's
feel
true.
yeah,
like
and I have to.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, but
I
I
was just
really,
gonna say,
really
I
do.
feel like
all you gotta do
James's
is like while you're taking a shower, just spread your cheeks
comment
and
is
the water
relevant.
falls through,
Mhm.
and you're good.
I have to answer to the Captain Deadpool that if you stop wiping your ass, actually you can get infections, rashes, and it could get even worse, and you could even die out of what is the of some infection of
Some
deep
disease.
infection. Yeah, some of
You
those
could
diseases.
die
So
the same way for not brushing your teeth, though, too.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
gingivitis, and that can cause actual health problems.
Yeah.
heck,
Yes.
let me go and brush my teeth. I
think-
haven't done it in a while.
I think you could stay true to this question and also actually clean your ass
Mhm.
on a consistent enough basis. Whereas I don't feel like you could stay true to this question and clean your teeth like enough, Like I'm not gonna go through the detailed description that's going through my mind right now about the various ways of getting a clean ass without wiping. I'm just saying I feel like those.
But
Okay,
there is another option. Like
bidet.
you can use a bidet, right?
can I just remind you that dogs they kind of brush their teeth by biting some special chewing toys? Maybe we humans can do that as well. Maybe. I haven't tried it, so I may be wrong as well.
As long as I can floss, like I need to be able to floss. Yeah, and actually that's what Bryce just says. He says stop brushing between flossing and using mouthwash, you can compensate better. So
I don't know.
But then what about
like
what about your like brushing your tongue?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I don't
Right.
I don't
You
want to
still got
have
a lot of
stinky
stuff
breath.
going
I don't
on
want to
there.
have stinky breath or a stinky bum.
I
So
don't want the gritty feeling on your teeth.
exactly.
I
Like
can't
they
stand
feel
that.
fuzzy
It drives me crazy.
after a while. So speaking of this, I feel like I need to go brush my teeth after this.
Yeah,
Do you also feel like you need to wipe your bum?
No.
That's the test. That's the
But
test.
I really wish the sun would stop hitting me in a weird way. Okay.
Now I wonder, what is cleaner, my brush or my butt? My teeth or my butt?
I don't.
Questions that won't let me sleep
I
at
don't
night.
know.
Greener? If your butt's green, then you gotta you gotta live
Clean,
with
sir,
You
clean. Which one is
You
cleaner?
said cleaner.
Ah, clean. Oh, okay.
You have to wash your ears as well, sir. It's important.
Do wash my ears. Yeah.
Okay.
Somewhere I have read that some people do not wash their legs when they shower.
They don't
Yeah,
wash
what?
their legs.
Yeah, I've also heard
Yeah.
this.
Okay.
I don't
I mean-
understand it. I guess.
Yeah, it gets clean
Yeah.
naturally with water falling down, right?
No, I don't
No,
I
you
think
have
you
to
have
wash
to-
them.
Yeah, like
I
in
wash
general.
my legs.
Just like the
I
whole
do.
body. Like
Yeah,
I
you
You
guess,
do
but-
too?
Everything.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
with
But what do you mean
soap
wash
and a
your
loofah,
legs?
everything.
Like a special treatment? What?
Yeah,
No,
just the same way I wash every other. Like it's a real simple procedure. Like I never had a problem with like hand washing, but apparently a couple years ago was a really big
We
deal
found out
reminding
nobody
people. Yeah, I was
wanted
like,
to do
hey,
it.
do you guys know you're supposed to put soap on the hands first and then get it under the water as you kind of? And I was like, yeah, I just figured. So I just do that motion, just like. You know,
Now we all know.
it's consistent. It's very simple. I never thought it was mind blowing.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay. So do we have like a solid answer? Would we just what are we gonna give
Oh
up?
my gosh, yeah, I don't know
We've
we
just
got
talked
there.
Now I'm
about other
confused.
ways of cleaning
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah, give up butt wiping.
I think
Okay.
I would do that too,
Um,
just because I think you could get that technicality. You could still be able to clean,
You
Yeah.
can install
You
a
know.
bidet.
right?
Yes.
You're good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
You just would
because-
never be able to wipe.
Yeah.
You would
Yeah,
just
there's
have to
no
air
wiping.
dry.
a day.
You know what? I'm
Yeah.
going to be a rebel and I'm going to give out both and find better ways to clean both parts of my body.
I'm
That's
just
what I'm
glad you're
doing.
a cartoon, Teo. That's
Good
all I-
luck with that. Come back and let us know how that goes.
Just wiping my teeth and brushing my ass.
Disinfection will kill you first.
Mhm. Okay. Okay, this one is kind of sweet. So your house is on fire. That's not the sweet part. Everyone is out. But you
Thanks
could
for clarifying that.
Fire, sweet.
no.
Yes.
I'm just thinking of it. I just mean like you can only save one item. Like everyone's out. One item from burning up. What would it be? So I'm thinking we'll probably hear something sentimental.
Yeah.
You know. So
Yeah.
I
what
cannot
would that
live without
item
a
be?
computer. What do you think I'm saving for my house?
Okay, that's really
But is that one thing though? That's like multiple things.
You'd be like
Monitor,
carrying everything.
Just the
Yeah.
CPU. You can get a new monitor, but the CPU is.
Yeah.
Okay, that would be an option too. As much as I can save from the computer.
Yeah,
Okay.
I actually currently just because I'm just terrible sometimes about like actually unboxing stuff, but I just have a box of stuff that is like a lot of like my childhood things, and so like I would grab that. It just so happens
Yeah.
that currently it is all in a space that it would be easy to grab a handful of them. Whereas if somebody were like, oh, like what would you do? Like, would you take your grandmother's picture, or would you take this? You know, but yeah, they're literally just in a box in the closet over there. So
Yeah.
If I put more people, or if I put people in the house, will that allow me to take more than one? Like, will I get to take additional items?
Are you
in-
bargaining? Are you bargaining loved ones for items?
No, I think
That'd be
well, I
lovely.
think that
Could be a stranger.
I think now you have to now you have to save those people.
in my household.
So
My third cousin's a dick. I mean, if he was in there, that'd be all right. I got another.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so James, your family's out. Oops. James,
Now
your
the family
family is
already
out.
Yeah.
So,
Family.
yeah.
No people are at risk
Okay.
here. That's what we're trying to get to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Item.
And
let's assume pets are out. Like if your
Yes.
pets are out. Yeah.
Okay.
Ollie would take, you guys can only take one thing, Skeptic Haven keeps saying.
But
I
if
will
Ollie,
need the insurance papers.
Just wanted to
because
show-
all my childhood stuff are at my mom's, so that will be
Mm-hmm.
the only thing, the insurance papers.
Do you hear the thunder above my head right now?
That
That was my
Yeah.
child. Sorry about that. Okay, so Ollie would.
I'd have to go with CPU. I'm afraid that if I didn't take that and I got like burnt up, like someone would be able to like recover the hard drive and find out what I've been looking up on, the questionable sites on the internet, and then I don't want anybody to know that information. So I'm gonna take it with me, not because I want it so much, but just because I don't want other people to see what's on it.
that's smart.
From going
Honestly, that's smart. Yeah, I know the fallout when my browser history gets out there after I die suddenly, and I'm just like I just feel bad for my family. Is like,
Yeah.
I know it's
You'll never see me again.
that's right. I won't have to do it.
So maybe that's what you get framed for.
That's not
But it wouldn't be framed.
Yeah. They'd be like, "Oh my god, he's
All
really
his
bad."
browser history got
Just
leaked to the
joking.
public. Yep, that makes sense.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I love that the kind of gas I started it with.
Oh my gosh. Don't hide the evidence.
Of course.
I changed my answer.
Oh, that was so good. Dan, you're my new favorite commenter. I have to say that. Dan D.
Okay.
How's it
Me,
going?
I'm fighting with the sun, as you guys can see. It's like
You
changing
don't have
as we
blinds
go.
or anything?
Not in this room. I had a blanket up, but it was too dark and I need to get blinds. So just ignore the fact that I'm getting ghosted. I would take probably like our old family pictures. We have them all in a box, and those are all the ones from when I was a child growing up that are not digitized. So I would take all of our family pictures because those you definitely can't get back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
okay. So if animals could talk, which species would be the rudest of them all?
Cats.
That's what I think. That was going to be my
That's
answer.
a huge contender.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
Dadpool, would you agree? Because you have cats.
They're up there. They're like,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
There's bound to be a species out there that's just like an absolute dick. It's just we just don't come in contact with it.
like
And
a
it would
honey
only be
badger or
like-
something.
Yeah, it would only be like when animals actually talk that people are just like, oh my god, like, have you ever talked with one of these? Like, man, they're fucking assholes. But, I don't know,
Oh, well,
cats-
maybe dolphins.
You know what? Maybe a koala.
Dolphins?
Dolphins are
Yeah,
probably
Yeah, dolphins are awful creatures.
Yeah.
They kill children, rape humans and other animals, do that for fun. They throw toninas as boomerangs, not boomerangs, frisbees. They kill them and throw them and play with their corpses. So
Geese.
yeah.
Ooh.
dolphins are
Geese is a
assholes.
hard
Geese,
contender.
yes.
Yeah.
Canadian
That's
geese.
true.
Geese, they are warriors. They must be very proud of themselves. I don't think they are rude. They just like
have you
fighting.
ever been in contact with a Canadian?
They're haughty. They're
They're
like,
I heard a
horrible.
Canadian
Yeah.
one.
they know that you're not going to do shit about them. So they like
They're like-
take their time to like stroll and
Once I hear somebody call them a cobra chicken, so I
That's
guess.
what they're
Geese-
called.
Geese are like humans if a human was an animal. Like geese
Yeah.
are like the animal version of humans.
Yeah, they don't.
I will believe
Cut
in
off
you
their
guys.
If that makes
Shit.
sense.
Geese are up there.
Geese are horrible. Okay. Who else?
Like they'll cut you off on the sidewalk. They don't care.
Hippos and rhinos, maybe.
Mhm.
I don't know. Maybe I feel like maybe
Hippos are
hippos
pretty-
and rhinos are more just like they just don't want to be fucked with, and so they just like they would be like an old like man who
Get
isn't
out
like
of my-
mean. He's not mean. He just if you come up knocking on his door, he's gonna be like, "Get the fuck out of here."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rattlesnakes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
instead of
I don't
instead
know.
of-
I think rattlesnakes also want to be left alone, and that's it.
but instead of the rattle, they would just be saying like "fuck you" over. They'd be roasting.
Yeah.
Just
Get the fuck out of here.
Like,
Yeah.
you walk like someone who has a tiny dick. Like, that's what they would
just cussing you out for like 5 minutes. Don't come any
Yeah.
closer. Don't come any closer,
Don't come any
motherfucker. I
closer.
swear.
You're
I
gonna
swear.
die.
I'll poison your ass and your family, and you're like,
Uh,
Yeah, I'm out of here.
we have lots of rattlesnakes where we live, so we have to be careful sometimes. So yeah, I don't want to see those. Yellow jackets.
Oh yeah.
Hate
Yeah.
those. Hate
Yeah.
those.
They go out of
Who
their way to
doesn't?
sting people.
They
And that's
do.
like
Yeah.
that's
They
so
don't sting; they bite. That's even
Oh,
worse.
okay, wow.
Mhm.
Yeah. Good point.
Yeah, because bees sting you and they die if they sting you. Yellow
Right.
jackets, they just bite, and they can
Right.
inject poison with the biting. So
That bee
venom.
has to put it all on the line. Like
Yeah.
it's got to be sure that this sting is going to do something. Whereas yellow jackets, it's just like, I don't care. You're close enough that I can reach you. What an asshole.
Oh, according to
You know?
Bryce, they bite and sting. I didn't know that.
Oh,
Ew.
yeah, they can do both.
Ugh.
I'm even more creeped out by them now. Thanks for the nightmares, Bryce.
Yeah. I don't, and just because we have the opportunity, I don't think ticks are necessarily assholes. I just think they're a worthless species. And honestly, if you think about it, and I mean, try really, really hard, seriously, like try hard, but think about what would change about the environment, the ecosystem as a whole, if ticks just disappeared. Nothing, because nothing out there supports. Their food supply is not solely ticks. There's not a single living thing that I know of that's out there. Okay. There's nothing that they do. It's not like they pollinate or anything. They're just assholes. And again, I don't think like that's their personality. I think that's like genetically encoded into them. They can't do anything but this thing that just doesn't provide
Good point.
value. Yeah.
In
right.
defense
Think about
of
it.
the
I'm serious.
ticks,
Think about it.
in defense of ticks, I just have to say that the same thing can be said of Homo sapiens. So
I don't know,
can we
man.
judge?
I don't know. We've brought the
You're
white
right.
rhino
Without
back
us,
from
the
almost
planet would be
extinction.
much better.
We did that, not ticks. You know,
You're right.
We've done that.
We are humans. The planet would be much better. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, here's another one that I like. What do you miss most from before the pandemic?
I wish I could still was in the
Yeah.
pandemic, so nothing.
You just
What,
want
Yeah,
to
that's
sorry?
a good time.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love the pandemic time, so nothing. I want the pandemic to come back so I can stay in my home all day long and enjoy the internet.
Don't say that. You're gonna get this video banned from YouTube. YouTube, we do not mean that. I just want to say this.
It's a joke.
We accept the
YouTube.
science.
This is a
I
joke.
feel like the
This is a
lockdown should have
chat.
been stricter and lasted longer.
Yeah, I
Well-
wish I was still in there so I
Okay.
could still be streaming every single day without having to go to the office.
I will say that seeing videos of people in other countries like literally being stuck on their balconies, right? Like
Yeah.
not being able to go out was so fascinating for me because in Tennessee for like 3 months we had this like, hey, try not to go outside.
They
And
were
then
like,
we just
"Nah."
ended that. Yeah, that was like the middle of 2020. We were just like, all right, I mean, do whatever you want, I guess. Like, so my experience through the pandemic has just been totally different than so many others,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But there was people, I feel like people were a little bit more comfortable in social situations in large gatherings and stuff. I
Okay.
know even me still like still every so often I'm just like, oh, it's gross. There's a bunch of people all standing there hugging and coughing and stuff, you know, and it's like, oh no, wait, this is a concert. Like, yeah, of course.
We can be here.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm dedicated to become the worst possible person of the show today, so I have to say, For real, guys, who was like, oh yeah, the pandemic is so awful. I wish I had to wake up at 4 a.m. so I can travel 2 hours in an extremely crowded bus or subway in order to arrive to the office and work the
I
whole day.
never woke up
good
at
things.
4 a.m. to go on a bus, but I did not like the lockdown. I did not do well with it at all. So for people who are like, oh, I loved being at home, that was not me. I was not handling it well. So,
Okay, was I really the only one who actually enjoyed the pandemic and that lifestyle? For real?
I don't know if I would say enjoyed on my
I don't know. Enjoy is kind of a strong word. I mean,
I loved it.
I think dealt with it okay is
I
more
kind
acceptable.
of still enjoying it since I work from home. So
Thank you, Alma. That's why I appreciate you so much. Come on, chat. Am I the only one who enjoyed this, or do I have any other supporter of the pandemic lifestyle?
I liked that. There were many, many times where I didn't have to come up with an excuse as to why I didn't want to go to a particular event. Like, that was great. For like a full year, I could just actively tell all my friends and family, like, oh man,
I'm so sorry, I can't go.
I would love to go to this picnic with you. I would so be interested.
You totally look like the picnic type.
Dear West,
I'll bring the basket.
I just can't. I don't want to risk like my roommates and stuff.
I
and,
had
like,
my
work.
basket ready, but I can't. I'm sorry.
So yeah, I missed that, but yeah, I guess it kind of weighs out.
I think what I miss the most about the pandemic before the pandemic was just how we had no idea that life was going to change in such a big way. And I kind of miss just sort of the carefreeness that we had. And there's times where I just think back to, we had no idea what was coming. We were just living life. And I just kind of miss that because a lot has changed. A lot of like a good, like I've changed for, I think, the better since the pandemic, but not like, obviously I don't enjoy COVID, but I just kind of miss that carefreeness in a way. Yeah. And I miss traveling. I still haven't traveled. So
well, I don't travel, not because of COVID, but because I don't have money. So
that's fair. What were you gonna say, Ricky? Oh, cut out.
Like, I used to work out like a maniac, and I used to compete in weightlifting competitions. Right. And then the pandemic happened, and of course I didn't work out for however long. I couldn't go to the gym. And then, like, when everything was lifted, I just didn't want to work out anymore. And I tried to go back to the gym and force myself to, like, but I couldn't get back into it. And like, I didn't enjoy working out or lifting weights at all anymore. I'm still that way. And I still work out occasionally, but I don't enjoy it. Like, I loved working out. Now it's just like I begrudgingly do it. So
also it feels like a chore now, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like, so I think that period of like forcing me to not work out, like at a gym, as I can't work out at home with, all these kids and everything. So that wasn't an option. But like, once everything was lifted, I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. That's weird. So I miss that.
Yeah,
you're still pretty ripped though, bro. Like, you're still pretty,
I kept some of it.
Yeah,
but I lost like 20 pounds.
Give us a
Thank you. Ember is with me. Amazing.
I agree. Pre-COVID health was nice because
what was nice for me before the pandemic was that I was completely unaware how dirty people were.
Oh, like, I wasn't.
I was like,
have you ever been in a women's bathroom?
Just grab a shopping cart without thinking that the last guy was just scratching his butt and grabbing the.
Oh, I always thought like that. That's the thing. I always thought about all the hands that touch it. I've always thought there's germs everywhere, but I'm not a germaphobe, but I'm always like, hey, I gotta wash my hands. This is gross. And I've never touched the handles in the bathroom ever. So.
No, I was careful about that, but after COVID, I was looking at everybody and saying, "Oh no, that guy just touched his nose and now he's grabbing the shopping cart. This is disgusting."
Yeah.
So again, here in Tennessee, the way we did stuff was just totally different and wrong and terrible and so forth. But not the point. The point is, a few months into the pandemic, they had started to, with restrictions, open up some restaurants. So now you've got restaurants at like a third of the capacity or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But a few months in, I was out with a couple friends. I went into the bathroom. And as I was finishing up and washing my hands, I realized this was the first time I've ever been in a public men's restroom, and am fully confident that every single person in there when I walked in washed their hands, because I saw every single one of them wash their hands. And I was like, that's literally the first time in my entire life that's been the case. I've never had that. I've never had that clarity. I've never had that safety.
Goodness.
But yes, right here, right now, this one instance, so, but
Wow.
it's like, man, but again, a couple months later and we just went back to, so yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, people are slowly forgetting and just going back. And it's like, come on.
Picking shit off the ground and just licking it. And it's like, what the hell is wrong
their
with
bums.
you? Not wiping your bum.
Yeah.
Dirty.
Yeah.
So you're in Tennessee. I'm surprised people didn't like stop washing their hands just to own the
Oh
libs.
my God.
You
No,
know,
that wouldn't, that would
started
take
coughing
a few,
in each other's mouths.
That took a few extra
Obama.
months. Yep. And then they started doing stupid shit like that and just going out of their way to be assholes. And it's just, yeah.
They were drinking bleach to own the libs, right?
Oh my gosh. The Tractor Supply Co. in my area, I will tell you, definitely closed.
Oh.
Definitely, like, we are not selling you this. You got to prove you've got walking horses.
Yeah, they put all the ivermectin in a big cage with a lock. Like that's like 2 miles from me. You're like, holy shit!
Oh my goodness!
Out of here.
Okay, well, we have time for just one more question, I think, before we're done. So,
oh dear.
On this note, what conspiracy theory do you think might seem like a logical argument?
Like the best conspiracy
theory
out there.
I haven't met any so far.
I know that's
you haven't met any conspiracy theories, or
that might seem kind of like a logical argument.
Oh,
all the ones that I've heard of are so silly and illogic that they only make me laugh. Maybe there are some out there that I haven't heard of, but come on, flat Earth, aliens visiting us, science being a conspiracy against God. All of that is so silly. Oh, really?
I know one. Yes. I think the chemtrails.
Oh.
Why?
That one, I mean, I don't believe
probably
it.
The most plausible.
It is, because they say that they're spraying it in the air to kind of dumb people down. And people have gotten really stupid. So,
and we are, and in reality, it's like jet fuel is one of the worst things to burn for like climate change and like carbon emissions and stuff. So it's like, in some senses, again, YouTube, I just want to make this clear.
I know.
Do not believe this. Do not. Who wrote these questions?
Wait, guys, but actually that happened. That was real, but it was because they decided to add lead to fuel in order to make it more powerful. And that's the reason why nowadays only specific small planes can use that type of fuel. But that actually made the whole population dumber.
Yeah, but it wasn't like, it wasn't an active attempt.
It wasn't a conspiracy, it wasn't on purpose, but that actually happened.
People we used to paint babies' cribs with lead paint.
Yeah,
one day we were like,
the lead, yeah.
It was a lead, but chemtrails, I mean, we know how engines work, so...
I know, but that's a conspiracy theory that could seem logical.
It seems
in
like
my opinion. This is my answer.
Yeah. I see.
I'd go with like some sort of deep state.
Ooh, yeah.
Because look at all the fucking cartoon characters that are running the country.
It's a very good point.
You know, like
I feel insulted by that, sir.
People imaginable. Like run they're rich, the most richest, most powerful people in the country are dumb as shit.
Yeah.
Why? How does that work?
Chemtrails.
Someone.
Because
Stacy win.
Okay, but yes.
So
I don't know.
Making those decisions and doing it on purpose.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think
I'm in Pennsylvania, and like Herschel Walker ran for Senate, and
Oh my
Dr. Oz ran for
Oh,
Congress.
Dr.
And I'm
Oz.
like, I'm here like, what is happening right now?
yeah.
Why are these? What? Thankfully,
Yeah.
they were lost, but it was close,
But
especially.
still,
Yeah.
Amazing that they got as far as they did.
Like,
right?
really? These are the people you chose?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Like,
I
you chose them knowing they were going to lose. Like you're sabotaging your own campaign. Like there's some sneaky shit going on behind the curtains. Yeah, that's what I go with.
Yep, good. I like that one.
Don't believe it. Don't believe it. I'm just saying.
No,
Right,
again,
right.
we don't believe it,
Right,
but
right.
we can.
If it was a breaking news tomorrow and they were like, "Holy shit, you guys!
This is how it's been.
These,
Yeah,
I'd be like, "Yeah, I believe it."
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I think so not as far as some people go to say that there's like rainbows and sun, but I think the idea of a hollow earth, or at least a more hollow earth, with like animals and stuff down there is kind of in that plausible
I've
range.
never heard that.
Oh, it's awesome.
Really?
Okay, so like,
Here we go.
you've heard like Jules Verne, The Journey to the Center of the Earth, right?
No.
Like the
One of my
concept of
favorite
it
books ever.
is
Oh
basically
yeah, I have read that book. It's awesome.
yeah, and basically
Okay.
these explorers just find this like crack and they go in, and it's like basically from a volcano, and it like takes them down,
Okay,
and
cool.
underneath the mantle, like in the middle of it, there's just this total space. And again, some people take it to be like there's like dinosaurs and like people and somehow rainbows and sunshine and rain, all of that atmosphere somehow occurs in the middle of the earth. But I don't think all that, but I think maybe again with this ridiculous question that we're giving credence to any of this nonsense.
Exactly.
I think maybe that one has some legs.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's left? We just have 2 more minutes. So
I think you already answered all.
everyone's answered? Okay.
Yeah.
We could
Good.
go with one last question if you want.
All right. Let's go for
Can
a
we make
quick
it?
one. Let's see. Okay. Terrorists demand 25 billion, or will nuclear bomb New York City? Should you pay?
No.
I will never have that money, so whatever. Yeah, if you have the
Okay.
money, go and pay it. It's not my money.
All right.
Say I'm a proud American, and we don't negotiate with terrorists.
There you go.
I'm like, you don't have a nuclear bomb. Quit
Yeah, come on.
bullshit. Call
Come on.
bullshit.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
Well, then no.
You live in a
Okay.
cave. You don't have a nuclear bomb.
That was just a coincidence. A reactor exploded.
Okay. Well, I think it is time for the next hour. And you guys, this was fun. So thank you for coming and helping us celebrate our 2K subbies on YouTube. As someone else I watch always calls them their subbies. So that's fun. Yeah. And stay tuned for the next half of the show. We will be joined. Oops. I was trying to click on a different one. This one. Nope. That one. It's not working, guys. Okay. Yeah, so proud of our achievements for everyone here. So, yeah. Where can we find everyone before we go?
The internet.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. Secular Rarity. Where can we find
Yeah,
you?
I actually have a couple of things coming up this week, so I'll
Yeah.
take the opportunity to mention all of them, because tomorrow I'll be hanging out over at Atheist Republic. We're actually breaking down a bunch of like Islamic arguments and stuff, so that's been really fun.
Oh, nice.
Um,
Nice.
Then Thursday, I'll be hanging out with Red Angel in Heretic Hideout Discord. And then Saturday, Stacy and I already talked about it a little. We're going to be hanging out with Sidney Davis Jr. and a couple of really awesome people. And then just to round it out, because apparently, I don't know, I'm a masochist. I also am going to be on Talk Heathen and Atheist Experience Sunday.
Oh, nice.
That's exciting. Yeah. Wow. You have a fun
You're
week
so awesome,
lined up.
pal.
I know.
I do have one thing I want to announce.
Yes, please do.
This Saturday, I have Dr. Jennifer Bird, Dr. Alexiana Fry, and Dr. Dan McClellan coming on Nerd and Heresy. And we're going to be talking about the role that trauma played in the writing of the biblical texts.
Oh, that'll be
so that's going to be interesting.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah. Took a while to get this one together, so I'm very excited for it.
Yeah, that's some incredible people, man.
So great. Awesome. Okay, well, thank you all for being here, and we will see you when we get 5K. How about that?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes. Okay, stay tuned. Oh, what?
Oh, I wanted to say, if you like Spanish, you can follow my shirt and find the logo, Nuestra Experiencia Atea, if you speak Spanish, guys. And I'm once in a while in non-profit, so you will see me around there.
Awesome.
Oh, and Alma has her own section in Nuestra Experiencia Atea as well. If you want to mention it, Alma.
Oh, yeah. I have a small section called Feminas al Poder, Women to Power. So we talk about feminine issues and feminism.
Perfect.
Nice.
Great. Okay. Well, thank you again so much. And thank you to everyone in the chat.
Thank you.
Woo!
Yay.
Bye-bye.
We will see you next time.
Good night.
Bye.
This is Wes with Skeptic Haven. I created this channel with hopes of creating something new, not hateful towards religion, but pro-science, pro-rational thinking, pro-philosophy, pro the things we are without religion, caring about humanity, caring about issues that affect women, and being allies to those that are oppressed globally.
The colors and the flower evolved in order to attract insects to pollinate it is interesting. It means that insects can see the color. It adds a question. Does this aesthetic sense also exist in the lower forms? Why is it aesthetic? All kinds of interesting questions which the science knowledge only adds to the excitement, the mystery, and the awe of a flower. It only adds. I don't understand how it subtracts.
I should like to say two things. One intellectual and one moral. The intellectual thing I should want to say to them is this. When you are studying any matter or considering any philosophy, ask yourself only what are the facts and what is the truth that the facts bear out. Never let yourself be diverted either by what you wish to believe or by what you think would have beneficent social effects if it were believed. But look only and solely at what are the facts. That is the intellectual thing that I should wish to say. The moral thing I should wish to say to them is very simple. I should say, love is wise, hatred is foolish. In this world, which is getting more and more closely interconnected, we have to learn to tolerate each other. We have to learn to put up with the fact that some people say things that we don't like. We can only live together in that way. If we are to live together and not die together, we must learn a kind of charity and a kind of tolerance, which is absolutely vital to the continuation of human life on this planet.
The equation E is equal mc squared.
Some part of our being knows this is where we came. We long to return. And we can, because the cosmos is also within us. We're made of star stuff. We are a way for the cosmos to know itself.
If we are not able to ask skeptical questions, to interrogate those who tell us that something is true, to be skeptical of those in authority, then we're up for grabs for the next charlatan, political or religious, who comes ambling along.
With help, I've created a wonderful and diverse skeptic community with the purpose of helping one another in this world. We may be born and die alone, but we don't have to live alone. We're a safe haven for those needing safety to live their life as themselves. Something many are unable to do with religion and superstition that goes with it. Dare to be skeptical.
Need flood insurance? We know a guy. Acts of God protection. The policy coverage depends on the value of your property and damage to livestock. Extended coverage? Look also for plagues, famine, drought, and holy wars. Policy coverage? Only 2 goats or a virgin daughter.
Insurance is designated only for survivors. If deceased, reimbursement is void. Slaves and women may not collect from policy nor be insured under policy. Our insurance covers flood damage. Additional costs for life insurance will incur. Infant and elderly deaths not covered under certain circumstances. Ask for details.
Hey, people.
Seriously.
I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did.
Yeah, I was thinking acts of God not covered, so I think we're pretty good. So
It's like any normal insurance, though.
Acts of
yeah,
God?
buy
What are
insurance
they?
for something that could never happen.
That was a very well put together video, so I have to congratulate Wes. Did you have anything to do with that, Phil?
Wes did. I
Wes, huh?
only did one thing, and Wes did the complete thing except for one tiny thing, because he showed me a copy of it before. And Bertrand Russell, it's an old recording. It had a lot of noise and stuff, so I did some audio cleanup on it. That's literally the only thing. So give Wes 99.9% credit.
I'll give you both credit. Mostly Wes, but it was nice. It was very nice, and it was lots of great thinkers there. So hello everyone, and welcome to the second half of the show. I hope you guys appreciated the first half of our 2K subscriber party with Apostacie as the host.
Stephanie.
To thank her.
This way.
And Stephanie, welcome.
I'm so glad to be here. Really happy to be here. It's really kind of cool. I just got off the water and I'm freezing my ass off, but hey, whatever.
If you didn't listen to the last hour, that you must not like that. So, but go brush your teeth. It means nothing if you didn't watch the last hour.
And Alma,
no, it means absolutely nothing.
Again, Alma.
Hi, Bryce. It was nice to do the show with you the other day, and I'm glad to be here. Thank you so much.
Yeah. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're here as well. Secular Rarity, you're staying on. Thanks for calling in the other day. Made my job a little bit easier and a little bit more relaxing. That was the first time I'd ever done like a live call-in too. So
they can be nerve-wracking for sure.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
it's a little different. It was fun. Though. I enjoyed it.
How'd you feel about it?
So much.
I mean, it's nice to get that one out of the way. How'd you feel about it, Bryce?
Yeah, I mean, I felt pretty good about it. It's not too dissimilar from like the hosting part and the speaking to the audience. That's not really the difficult part. It was just more the uncertainty of what kind of calls you're going to get, how you want the interaction to go. None of this is scripted, but it in a way it almost feels even less scripted when you have someone you don't know calling. So it can keep you on your toes, but it's fun. It's a little adrenaline rush, and you hope that it doesn't turn combative, because that's not really what we're about here. But people
we're getting ready for that
with chips on their shoulder.
There are ways to avoid that.
Yeah,
I do ask an atheist stuff in local markets and stuff with my group, and it's the same sort of thing. What are they going to ask me? You get a little bit of information as they come up to you. You get to gauge them visually and sort of roll your stereotypes around in your head and go, okay, this is what I'm kind of expecting, and doesn't always match. But
That's true.
But the format is fun because I like the idea of just.
But I had a good time, and yeah. Sorry, I think there's actually a little bit of a delay, so if I talk over somebody, I apologize. That is not intentional. But what did you think, Alma? Because you said that was your first time as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I was so nervous, but I think you helped me a lot. It was great. Thank you so much for that. And it was something fun to do. Like actually, doing the show with you was really fun. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. I'd be happy to do it again. I want to give a shout out to, and we're going to get to that question in a second, but I want to give a shout out to everybody who's like in the chat and who's like staying on to celebrate with us. I know this is one of those long shows, so sometimes we get an influx, sometimes people leave, but anyone who was here from the beginning, what's up? You get to hear my beautiful voice now. And anyone who's just joining us, we appreciate it. Stick around and we'll try to make the second half as interesting as the first. But I guess that means we're getting right back into it with our next question. So it had to do with if you were banned from a library, why would you be banned? So
banned from a library.
Banned from the library because they found me sleeping and in there. I don't know.
Sleeping.
Yeah, that could be a reason.
Is that a crime? I don't think that's a crime.
There's
nothing wrong with that.
Well, it depends that what I was looking at. I don't know.
It might be in Tennessee now. I'm honestly not 100% positive, but we did actually a couple years ago pass a few different laws that had to do with essentially being in public and because I don't think they used the term sleeping and they didn't use the term camping, but it was another word that essentially was vague enough, loitering maybe, vague enough that essentially just allowed for people to just kick people out of places and stuff. But
I think the real answer will be for putting all the Bibles and the fiction section.
I would probably be kicked out for being too loud. That just sounds
funny.
Yeah.
Hey, so SR, what the hell is wrong with Tennessee? But we can get into that after the library thing.
It's a quote unquote democratic state in the broad like government sense, but it's actually a theocracy. That's what's wrong. It's controlled by a group of people who are actively hoping to turn it back 500 years in biblical times.
That's pretty scary.
500 years in biblical times is only like 76 years. Right? Biblically, it's Methuselah lived 900 years. So
Hey, Phil.
Hello,
What's up?
The Phil's outnumber everybody else now.
Phil the skeptic.
2 against 1 against 1 against 1 against 1.
Yeah. Welcome.
I need to change my.
So I guess we are on Phil since you just popped in.
Okay, let me answer while he's looking at his stuff.
To change.
Well, somebody else
banned from a local library. It would be for holding an atheist meetup event or something like that, and they didn't know what it was about when they gave me permission to do it.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Stephanie?
Okay, let me change my.
I've never been banned from a local library. I'm a little bit disturbed that books are being banned from local libraries, but in which people like me are somewhat featured. But I don't know. I don't know how broadly you want to define you. I've got my library card. Go in, take out a book. It's just, can I see anybody that looks like me? I don't know.
Oh gosh, it's not connecting.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it looks like Phil's having problems. I think that if I were to be banned from a library, which is kind of hard to imagine, it would probably be for not returning books that I really like. Maybe not on purpose, but just like getting stuff back to the library isn't really a priority.
Do they still come after you for that?
Yeah.
Like, I know it
That's the only
technically
thing I can
does rack up fines, right? But like,
I don't know.
Well, that's the motivation to not bring it back. Because once your fine hits like
That's a
$20
good
bucks
question.
or whatever,
yeah,
it's just like no, let's just pretend it never happened.
Our local
Okay,
library
good.
used to have this, like fine holiday. Just bring them back, okay?
You're right,
just bring them in.
Right.
Crap. Just bring the friggin' books back. And
your 70 cents isn't gonna keep our budget, in the black this quarter. Like, we just want the physical book.
I think that's a policy that Blockbuster should have put in. Maybe that put them out of business for not having people return their DVDs.
In my experience, I don't know about anybody else. My experience, some of the most friendly people.
So
on
Phil,
Earth,
did you get your equipment together yet? Can you hear us okay?
Yeah, but I am getting like it's coming too cracky on my equipment.
Phil, can you
I
hear
might
us?
have to pop out. Yeah, I might have to pop out and pop back in. You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, right.
We
Yeah,
got
I can
you.
hear you, but
We can hear you. I can hear you just fine.
oh, it's Bryce's thing that is cracking.
Yes.
Yeah, when he speaks.
Yeah,
Oh,
if you need to-
okay. I thought it was the whole thing.
Oh, it's
No,
me.
the others I can hear clearly,
Oh.
but Bryce, you're going.
Bryce
Are you
is
in the
coming out
virtual
for
world
me.
right
I
now?
apologize about that.
Is he in the virtual world?
I'm somewhere else.
Peeps?
I don't know where I am, but I'm somewhere.
And y'all realize that his sound is not matching up to the video.
Yeah, he's a little delayed too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's in a different space time, continuum. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a little delayed. I apologize about that.
That's all right.
So we're asking about
That's
banning,
okay.
getting banned from the library. Why would you be banned from the library?
Why will I be banned from the library? Maybe probably just talking too loud. Yeah, with my friends. Yeah, when I'm studying, you talk sometimes a bit too loud.
Yeah, I think someone else had.
Oh, or and then they say shh, and you talk again. Oh gosh, okay, you gotta go.
I honestly am not sure the last time I rented a book from my public library, and that's probably like a bad, on me. That's a fault on me. But like, I don't know when the last time I went to my local library.
I don't have a library card.
Wait a second, SR. You rented books? You don't have to pay for them. It's free, right?
Well, I mean, whatever. Checked out.
Only rent them if you don't bring them back.
You use whatever fucking term you want. I don't care. I don't care. But it's just even going into the library, the last time
I like going up to the front and going, how much is this to rent this book? And they go like $25. Okay.
They do DVDs. They do like modern day
$25. Wow.
Yeah. Got all kinds of things at your local library.
Yeah.
There is local libraries where I live, but they have so little amount of books.
I might have to drop out and come back in this freezing up.
Alma, you should do a book drive.
Okay.
You should do like a secular book drive show of some sort. That would be neat.
Yeah.
And what I used to do when I was younger is there was an online library that they will give you. I don't know how they did it, but they will give you like the PDF to read, and then after a few days, it will no longer work. So it will be like you will send it back to the library, kind of like.
Whoa,
that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't think that it's online anymore. So I don't know what happened to it.
I wish they could do that with like movies and TV shows.
Did you have to pay for that?
No, it was free, and it was in the U.S. So I really don't know what happened. I don't know if I cannot access it anymore because I am in Mexico now.
If it's free, I don't know what the point is. Yeah, I don't know what the point is of taking it back or preventing you from reading it again if it's free. Like,
I
why
think
would
it was
you
like
PDFs
just
you
to
can copy
avoid to copy.
and reprint.
I don't
You
get
can
that.
copy and reprint it. So
Yeah. Yeah,
okay,
like
that
it
makes
was
sense.
just they
That
have
makes
like a software that they will track how fast you were reading it, and when you were done with the last page, it will just go back to the first one. But I don't know what happened to it. I know that it was a service in the US, but I haven't seen the website up anymore, so I don't know.
I think Alma's just admitting that she's been pirating content on the web for years. I think that's actually you're just like at risk of the FCC just busting down your door any second now. Like, don't. ASCAP takes that stuff serious.
I think that's the reason why it's no longer up. Yeah,
cool.
There's something really
So,
cool about a
I don't
library,
know.
though, with the real books, and it's not online, and there are real. You sit at the table and you read, or you say, "Yeah, this is really interesting. I think I'll take it home with me." And libraries are really neat.
I like the physical book.
Yeah.
I like the physical book. It's
yeah.
easier on the eyes, I think. And it's just, it's
When I was
easier
a
to
kid, I did
navigate through
have
the pages
a library
instead of
nearby.
using digital.
When I was a kid, I did have a library nearby, and they just let you read anything that you could get your hands on. So I read a lot of stuff that I shouldn't be reading at 7 years old, but it was good.
So how to tell us you're not living in Tennessee or Florida?
yeah.
No, it was in Mexico City, but
You know, it's interesting to me that the public library, right? I'm from Boston, so the first public library in the world was the Boston Public Library, which is a marvelous institution. It's great. They've got a great collection, and the building's phenomenal, and it's really great. But what's really interesting to me is that Andrew Carnegie was there were Carnegie libraries all over the country. So you had a philanthropist, well, in today's terms, would be a billionaire, would be a Elon Musk or a Bill Gates. But these people wanted the public to know stuff, learn stuff, engage with the heritage that is out there. And the people today in similar positions basically want to keep everybody fucking ignorant.
Yeah.
It's very weird.
Yeah. And I don't think it's weird. I think it's on their best interest.
They saw people started getting educated and started
So,
looking
Phil,
around and being like,
while you were trying to
educated.
Go ahead, Bryce.
While you were trying to get in, we had the question of if you were banned from the library, why would you be banned?
Right, and I said for talking too loud. For talk too loud.
Talking too loud. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Especially.
Yeah. I think that's the common
friends.
thing. I think that's what most people would actually be banned for.
Yeah, repeatedly.
So we have a new question.
Yeah.
This one's weird. Would you prefer to have a horse tail or horn?
Will it be preferred to be horned?
I have questions. I have
no questions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
None.
it probably depends on what
I
kind
can
of horn.
authoritatively say horsetail, please, because I want to keep the flies off my ass.
Very helpful. Very helpful.
Yeah, that sounds helpful.
Maybe for me a
this-
horn.
Yeah, I was gonna say with this type of tail, I'd probably go horn. I think that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Just like
and just a horn that would be a
would be like
unicorn.
like a unicorn.
You know,
Yeah.
unicorn. Yeah. And you would just be
that's
farting
gonna-
rainbows.
Yeah.
It's going to double your shampoo budget there.
Oh yeah.
So-
I mean,
Oh,
it'd be-
yeah.
yeah. That'd be some stuff I'd have to get. Sleeping would be awkward, probably. But
See, I want to know if anybody else has these. If it's just me, then it has to be tail, because a horn, and I'm assuming it's some sort of big old head horn thing. You know, nothing is built that you can walk through a door anymore. So
that's true.
So I
You'd have
guess
to constantly duck.
But I'd rather have the horn. I think it would be kind of cool. But no.
The horn is a fine accoutrement,
I think it
but
depends on
the
what kind of horn it
practicality
is.
of the tail is just, swish, swish. It's like, I go with the swish. Totally.
But you'd always have to be fluffy.
I think
Every time you
everybody
sat down, it would get all flat.
assumed- I think everybody assumed
That's okay. That's okay.
that kind of horn, but I'm assuming.
See, you've
that
heard
it
the
is a
expression,
trumpet horn.
put your tail
would
between
rather
your
have that.
legs, right? That can be entertaining, right? Come
Yeah,
on.
that's true.
You get a
Put
little
that horn
floss
down.
going on. It's all great.
Get that horn out of my face.
Cool.
I got some real estate.
Did we get everybody? Did
That
everyone
worked.
answer?
Alma?
It depends how big is the horn.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a good point.
And
If
where?
it's a little one, I
It's up
would
to
rather
you.
the horn. If it's like
Ah.
a unicorn horn, I think I still would rather the horn because I could use
Yeah.
Does it sprout glitter?
So it doesn't matter how big it is.
Oh yeah,
No, no, no.
sprout glitter, icy, and sprout rainbows.
Yeah, or maybe
I
soft serve
would
ice cream.
choose the glitter one because it's the most annoying one. So I will, because
But-
just anyone who
but-
annoys me, I will spray glitter
but-
on them.
But the funny thing is, is that I don't know if y'all watched Shazam, the second one. The unicorn was this
Not yet.
creature that was not to be messed with. It was not this white, nice, fluffy. It was this thing that you don't mess with, but it enjoy the M&Ms. You gotta feed it the M&Ms to be your friend.
Oh, the unicorn. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
The one who likes
To make
Skittles.
sure. Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, Skittles. Eat Skittles, yeah. Make sure you got your Skittles.
That from Shazam? Is that what you said?
Yeah. They did a twist of the new unicorn thing. Although that one with the Skittles, I think that there was a ad with the Skittles and the unicorns giving out or fortune Skittles or something like that. So they kind of take that on
Product
use
placement.
it there. Yeah. So the horn. Give me the horn.
They double if you write it into the script.
That's true.
So I actually really like the next question coming up. I'm curious as to what you guys are going to think about this. But if you could merge two different animals, here, let me highlight this. If you could merge two different animals to create the ultimate animal, what two would it be? What would be the product?
Okay, I got this one. I see a lot
Don't
of
all
these
get ones.
videos. We got a lot of these videos about animals doing sort of intelligent things, and I would love to know what they're thinking, and like elephants or something like that. So I would merge like an elephant and a human, and to get them to be able to communicate. So so they can participate in. We need another species to talk to.
Okay, that's smart.
Well, if it was up to me, just to make it
Secular
really
Rarity looked like he's
inconvenient.
thinking of something.
Yeah, I'm trying. Go ahead, Alma. Yeah, I'm still thinking.
Okay. To make it very inconvenient, it will be a
Yeah, go ahead.
cow and an eagle. Just every time the cow goes to the toilet, it will inconvenient everyone.
Can it fly? You mean that much of an eagle? Can it fly?
Okay.
Can
A
cows
cow
fly?
flying? Yeah.
Or can your cowigle
Cowaggle fly.
Yes, I'll make a fly.
So that'd be cool.
Any cow.
Except just don't be under it. Yeah.
So at first I was thinking something in the vein of like a lion and a bear, because that just seems badass to me. But now, especially with what you just said, Phil, about intelligence, that really throws a wrench into it. And now I think I'm going to go with a dolphin and an octopus.
Whoa.
And I don't care. We can call it an octopus.
Two highly intelligent.
Yeah, or a dolphopus. I don't care. You call it whatever you want.
Dolphopus. Yeah. Dolphopus.
I like that one.
Have to be one of the smartest creatures ever. Like that would be so interesting. Like that was a good twist on it.
And it would make a good horror film because then it could squeeze a body under your doorway and stuff.
It would be terrifying.
Yeah.
Or maybe release some ink or something,
Oh, like
because the octopus can release. Yeah.
Like the one animus or poisonous. I don't know which one.
Yeah,
there is one in. I think there is one in Australia.
Oh yeah, the blue ring octopus is poison.
Yeah, blue ring. Mm-hmm.
Ooh. What will they merge?
And a lot of them have really good camouflage ability. I mean, they're.
How about you, Stephanie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm still pondering on this one.
It's a tough one. It is. It's a good question.
Yeah.
I think my answer.
I'm into the elephant idea. I think that's good.
My answer would be a cat and a dog.
Cat and a dog.
Oh, I like the one that they're saying on the
on
the chat regarding the one that can digest plastics.
Yeah.
Imagine a giant one. And like an elephant with
Alma, what kind of
that digests plastic. I like that one.
Did you see that someplace else? Did you hear that someplace else? It will degrade. It mixed it with some rodents that frequent landfills to eliminate plastics pollution.
There we go.
That'd be pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I think the cat bag idea would make the ultimate pet because he would have the best characteristics of both. I would just the best character, and I wouldn't have to come up with a name because I think they already made a TV show called Cat Dog. So.
They lived in a house that was like half bone and half fish.
I didn't watch that.
Yeah, it was a good show. It was worth it.
Phil G, have you answered?
I would. Yeah.
And
I thinking about a wolf and maybe an elephant. The wolf can run for very non-stop for a long time. And the elephant has the tusk and its size, that would be ultimate. Yeah. Ferocity and pace of a wolf along with the size of an elephant. Yeah.
Where my head went when you said that was instantly the idea, wolves howling at the moon. So now I'm just imagining like 12 elephants.
Yeah.
I love it.
SR. Good one, SR. Yeah.
Cool.
All right, next question.
I think that was everybody. Did we get everybody answered?
Right. I was trying to. I was still puzzling.
Yeah, question
on what to combine an elephant with, but
I'm sorry, I forgot
one.
Yeah,
I don't know. Move on. Well,
we can go back to it. We'll move on. Yeah, we'll go back to that one. So, if you were sitting, what would you be serving?
Become a pastor.
I've thought about this before, and I don't know why.
I'm gonna switch it up. I think it'd be a dolphin and an eagle.
Oh,
that's good.
It's a critter that was equally at home in the air and the sea.
Ooh, that was cool. That's a cool idea.
With remarkable intelligence.
I thought about that as well.
I think that'd be a really fun critter.
So for the prison thing, I don't know why I thought of this.
What are you doing in jail?
I'm in jail, yeah. But I thought that, in the sense that they can't take everything away from you, I thought I would try to write a book in my head, and it would be so difficult and so damn time consuming to try to memorize it as I went along that it would take the entire time. But of course I don't have the ability to do that, so that's probably not the best answer.
Say something along the lines of Mein Kampf would be good.
Oh my goodness!
If I can get a pencil and paper and a pen and paper, sure, that's a whole different thing. Yeah, but then I definitely would do
that. I will, as usual, teach them in there some critical thinking and some science, right? Application of science. Yeah. Unfortunately, there are certain experiments, of course, they will not allow you to do. And then now the problem is if we're going to teach them some science and chemistry, then they might say I am encouraging them to go and produce certain stuff that ain't legal, So it's kind of like, oh my gosh.
Phil's gonna teach them how to make bombs.
Not bombs, but, some things. Yeah, when they talk about chemists.
That's right.
Yeah, so yeah. So it's like, they say, oh, you're teaching these how to produce certain things that they got in here for the first time, put in here for. No. Critical thinking, definitely, yeah. But critical thinking is science, then they will use it, the right way, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
Think, Stephanie, you haven't said it?
Not yet. I'd read a lot, and I'd probably write. That's probably what I'd do. And I'd.
Yeah, that would be my other thing too.
Well, I want to seem like I'm super cool. So I'm gonna say that I would probably take over the second most powerful gang within the first few weeks, and then I would run my empire from my jail cell. So, yeah.
Nice.
The second most powerful.
Well, because I'm not gonna go for the first. That's crazy.
Wow. I think that's a plan doomed to failure.
And you can see I wouldn't do well in prison.
Failure in some very unpleasant ways. Yeah. Some new once in a lifetime experiences for you there, SR.
Yeah. Speaking of that, my answer would be, I think I would spend most of my time practicing my martial arts skills, just kind of doing the boxing and kicking and making it look like I'm a higher Taekwondo student than I am. Just to kind of perpetuate that facade of being badass, mostly for protection. But I would spend a lot of time doing that in view of other people, I think.
That's smart.
So you'd be spending a lot of time in the gym.
Yeah. Or just like walking through the showers, just like karate chopping people.
Yeah, so you get that dance you going, just make it in all directions and keep it moving. There's just like 3-foot radius and nobody can get near you. Just get away from me. You're such annoying.
Who else?
Oh.
There we go. A zombie apocalypse has just started. You have an SUV and a baseball bat. Where do you go first? This one is easy for me, but I don't want to spoil it, so I'll go last.
Where would you go?
Where would you go?
Oh wait, we've got
Yeah.
SR doing the karate chop dance now. That's pretty good.
A zombie
That's
apocalypse
like,
has just
that's like
started.
SR doing the dance. It's like,
Oh yeah,
it's a thing.
you have an SUV and a baseball bat. Where do you go first?
I'd either go to a gun store, because again, remember, folks, I'm in Tennessee, so both of these are like practically the same store.
That's the correct
a gun
answer.
store or a grocery store.
Gun store.
So you will go to Walmart.
Yeah, right. Yeah, honestly.
Oh my
I would
gosh.
Go to Walmart.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
They're ready to fight.
It's the Walmart
the
gang.
baseball
Mine's
bat.
think alike.
I think I can swing that. Yeah. So I will go to the stadium and take out as many zombies as I can with the SUV and the baseball bat.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, swing. Yeah, a little martial arts in there or the bat. Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I'm going to the local ballpark, and I'm with the baseball bat. I hope I get a baseball with it, because I toss it up and I whack the thing, and I make the zombies chase the baseball. Keep them occupied.
Just get a marker and write.
Because they're just sort of walking towards you, and then you
Wait for
throw
me,
it,
I
then
guess.
the baseball goes out there, and it's like, hey, go after that thing.
Go get it. Go get it.
And they just sort of turn around slowly, walk towards the baseball. Works out well. And I think it'd be distracting for the zombies. It might keep them entertained, at least for 9 innings. They're good. Zombies, what you want on your baseball team is a zombie second baseman.
I think I will go back to my old neighborhood in Mexico City, because everybody in there are so used to it to eat whatever we found on the street that I think we will all be immune to anything. And also,
Wow.
I don't think that the zombies will last very long in there. Like, they will die. And yeah, everybody has guns in there, even they are not legal. So
This is a hard one to answer, because my first thought would be food. Where can I go that has a food source and I could be holed up there? But of course, everybody would try to go for the same sort of thing. So I switched out. So I don't know if they have them here, but I'd go to like a REI or a camping supply store kind of a thing. Loot the power bars and shit like that, and find a water purifier, and then head for the forest, basically, because there'd be fewer people and fewer zombies, and then just try to become
That's a good
feral.
idea.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Of course, I wouldn't survive in the jungle either, so I'd probably just be better off with the zombies.
I really feel like at this point in my life, I have consumed enough zombie media that I would do okay if I didn't die in the initial whatever it was that caused us to be zombies, like a virus or a nuclear winter or whatever. Like, I feel like I'd do all right. I'm not saying I'd be like the last survivor, but like, I don't know. I think I could.
Oh shoot! Anyone read the comments there? I think there's that what best type to the in the live chat. I'm thinking my mom.
Which one?
My mom's just she lives in the country. Yeah, with a storm shelter that's got some food. Only her in the house.
Oh.
And a couple of only her in the house and a couple of guns at least to hold up there. Okay. Best to go in the storm shelter, yeah. Not in the house itself. The zombies will overrun the house, but in the storm shelter, you might be able to, keep things tight.
That's true. Yeah, windows would be a problem anywhere.
Yeah,
But,
windows, and doors. But you want storm shelter, you control situation.
Yeah, I think if the goal is to survive,
yeah,
goal is to survive, I think SR had the best answer. You go to a gun store first.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's where everybody's gonna go. I think you might have to compete for the guns.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
You've got a baseball bat. That's my response.
You right. Baseball bat at the gun store. Yeah, good idea.
You brought a bat to a gunfight.
All right.
Gosh.
Let's see.
Stay
What
away
is
from me.
worse?
I've got a really pointy fingernail.
What is worse, a giant mosquito?
What? Oh my goodness! What the back?
What's worse, a giant mosquito or a giant wood tick?
I think a giant would.
A giant wood tick. Maybe.
Yeah.
Why?
Giant wood tick.
Yeah,
That
a
would
mosquito
just
you
latch on and suck.
Those
It would latch
suckers,
on and
those
just
suckers
suck,
don't
suck,
like
suck, suck. The
mosquito might
giant
get
mosquito just suck him, and fly off. But the wood tick, he might just stick on there and just suck. Yeah.
They're both good.
You might not be able to get them off.
They're both good, easy things you can point to, I think, as a non-believer to say why an all good God doesn't exist. Right? Mosquitoes and ticks are evidence that God is not all good. Like, it just has to be. Yeah, I as much as I don't like the concept of a giant flying creature with like a big sharp needle to like stab me, ticks will chase you. Like
Yeah.
as tiny as they are right now, I've pulled one off of me before and thrown it and just watched it come back to me. It's I don't know, man.
Wow.
They're both really terrifying objects, honestly. Like, I would just not I just wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't play that game. So
Yeah, I'm gonna say the tick, especially a giant one.
I agree with that.
I think
giant is
either
giant,
one would
though?
probably
Like, that's
suck
kind
you
of
dry in moments anyway. So
Yeah.
it really wouldn't effing matter. And to the good and gracious God, the good and gracious God is very good and gracious towards ticks and mosquitoes. It's like, hey, it's like,
what an asshole.
doesn't really give a
He is-
shit about you.
He is equally
It's already
involved in their
declared.
life.
You're a sinner, you know. So
Yeah.
you deserve all that shit, and,
Right.
and you know, off you go.
Right.
See you
Forget all
later,
this
down the road, pal.
Forget all the 6-year-olds with cancer.
I sent that mosquito to torture you forever.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this gives me a good idea for a D&D monster. See, a giant wood tick that will attach to you and get until it gets about yay big, and of course you pull it off and the head stays there, but the head's intelligent. So now the thing's going to like talk to you constantly and bug you.
That would be.
And then eventually it's going to try to take control and be the one that operates your body. So
That would be good.
That'd be cool.
You know, that
horrifying.
reminds me of
Yeah.
a book. Well, it's
Happy
not a
dreams, everybody.
book. Happy dreams. And that reminds me of a story that it was written in Mexico, and it was called the feather pillow. And it was talking about somebody that girls who just get married and they were really happy, but she suddenly gets really ill, and it gets to the point that she no longer can stand up from the bed. She's just laying there, just dying slowly, and nobody knows why. It just she's just losing weight and very
That's horrifying.
weak and everything. And then after she dies, the maid goes and, you know, arrange the bed and everything, and she opens the pillowcase. And turns out that there was like a giant parasite that it was sucking the blood on her, and
Very
that was the
Stephen
reason
King.
she died.
Yep, there's your Stephen King.
That's horrifying. That sounds like something that would have been written by one of these characters. Which brings us to the next question. If you had to eliminate two, would it be Stephen King, Thomas Harris, Lovecraft, or Bram Stoker? This one's easy for me. What say you?
You were going to say Stephen King?
You gotta
I don't
eliminate
even
two.
know who Thomas Harris is.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know Stephen King, but not Thomas Harris.
That's why I'm
Lovecraft
eliminating him.
or Bram Stoker.
I double checked real quick because I wasn't
Uh-huh.
sure on Thomas Harris either. The
No,
rest of them I knew,
no,
but
no,
Harris
Stephen
wrote
King is
Silence
a
of the
neighbor.
Lambs.
I'm not going to.
Oh, Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, Silence of the Lambs and
That
Hannibal.
was really nice. I enjoyed that. I will keep Tom Harris. Stephen King, I will keep. So it have to be Lovecraft, I guess, and Bram Stoker.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep King and Lovecraft.
I'm keeping King and Stoker. First of all, because how could I send Stephen King off the island? He's on my island. I mean, he's a neighbor. He's not far away. It's like, give me a break. And Lovecraft's got to go. He's a racist asshole.
Yeah.
And he's got to go. He's out of here. And Thomas Harris, I'm not familiar with, but okay, Silence of the Lambs, not really keen on that whole thing. So yeah, those two go.
I see your point. Yeah, that will be also Thomas Harris and Lovecraft for me.
This is a good answer. This is a good answer, Stephanie, for you for the previous question. During the zombie apocalypse, you go to Stephen King's house. He's got all the ideas.
He's got a really cool gate.
Oh,
If anybody
that's
knows.
true.
Yeah, and I'm sure.
Yeah, he got all the
he's got
ideas.
fences and a gate. You can start up the new society from there.
I mean, Bangor's like 4 hours. Well, no, Bangor's like 2 hours away. But
Well, that's your mission. You got to survive. And we'll write a movie about it afterwards, whether you survive or not. But
But
he will write a movie.
and his wife's name is Tabitha. I mean, how can you freaking throw the guy off the island? Give me
yeah.
Oh, somebody
Did you
said
have yours on?
Hitchcock will have been better in there. Hitchcock. Yeah, I forgot. Can we add Hitchcock? Yeah. Hitchcock.
Yeah, I think so. Hitchcock took it can go.
Yeah. The Twilight Zone and the what's the other? Oh gosh.
Psycho?
Oh, the Psycho, yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but Alfred Hitchcock Presents. He was that was a favorite of mine in my youth.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Y'all can remember there was a vampire TV series. It was when I was very young called oh gosh, with this vampire called Barnabas Collins. What was the name of it?
Oh, Dark Shadows.
Dark Shadows. Yeah. Sorry, that was before your time.
I knew a guy who was in that show actually, where he used to live in Idlewild. Yeah, he's still around.
Wow.
It was like a soap opera with vampires.
Okay.
Get home after school and watch Dark Shadows. I was like, what's going on? It was like at 4 o'clock in the afternoon or something like that.
Lovecraft wasn't that the one who invented the Cthulhu Paul or something?
Cthulhu, yeah.
Cthulhu?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cthulhu.
Lovecraft wrote a lot. He's one of those people
Inspired
that
a lot of horror writers too.
Yep. When you go back and you actually look at the amount of works that are credited to him, it's honestly to a point that it doesn't make any sense. Also, though, like Stephanie said, he was also
kind of a racist prick, and by kind of I mean like pretty overt.
Right,
Kind of like
it was
very
kind of like Henry Ford, you know. Henry Ford was just a huge anti-Semite. So like, sure, did he do some stuff that was great?
Wow.
Yeah, he was also an asshole. So you know,
Oh, wow.
I mean, it was.
Which is
What
why,
do
you know, how are you going to throw Stephen King? The guy is definitely not. an
Oh,
asshole.
Stephen
He's
King is
really,
a seemingly an all-around good dude. Like
he
every
is.
single
He's
time
a very,
he's ever
very
Yeah.
nice guy.
He's everybody's favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he writes a good bedtime
man, his
story.
books. Oh yeah, and his things are can go into horror, and some science fiction too. Yeah, like the one with the plane, where the plane is like the whole world was just being eaten up or
Oh, yeah.
disappearing. Yeah, I mean that was.
I like the one, the dome.
Oh,
The red dome.
Don't know that one.
the dome.
I
He
remember
did
that
that one.
Yeah, the dome.
He did that
There was
one.
a series about that one, but
Yeah,
it's a book.
did it. Yeah, I watched the dome. That was I enjoyed that. Yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
King ended up publishing some books under a pseudonym for a few
Oh.
years because he wanted to
That's
write some
true.
things that were not horror, and they were more like romance and just like general fiction and stuff. So he created an entire fake
He wrote Stand
persona
By Me.
and yes he did. Yes he did.
Oh,
An amazing story. Yeah.
And unlike J.K. Rowling, he didn't adopt the name of a notoriously notoriously ugly personage.
Yeah. And he didn't turn out to be a dick transphobe. So
Yeah, that
that's
too.
cool too. that worked.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's bad.
So that's
we
all the time we have for people.
got a new question. Moving back to
That's
the
scary.
dangerous, scary kind of animals. Poisonous snakes or poisonous spider? Which one would you rather find in your bed? Poisonous snake or poisonous spider?
I think I would rather the spider because I will kill it faster.
You gotta pick one.
Yep.
Maybe the
Must not be
I
snake.
concur.
I think the snake, because the spider you might not be able to see. Just feel it.
Oh, but you said that you'll find it, so if you find
Oh,
it,
I
I find
feel
it, I'll kill it.
find in your bed. Oh yeah, spies and a spider. Yeah, that's
I
true.
think more than likely it would be a poisonous snake because I know that it's possible to charm a snake, and I'd give it my all. I've never heard of anyone who's ever been able to charm a spider.
Yeah.
Where's my recorder? Where's my recorder? Right by the bed.
I wouldn't
Times
know.
just like
I
this.
wouldn't know what to do to engage the spider in conversation, but I might be able to figure out the snake.
Okay. Poisonous spider. Yep.
I feel like in
everybody get that
either
one?
scenario, it's not good.
Not good.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah. I'd rather find a horse head in my bed.
Scary.
Not saying that that would be my number one thing.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Murder.
Oh, what?
How about
Pineapple?
Pineapple.
I'm assuming referring to pizza.
Pineapple.
Totally.
Who wrote this
anchovies.
question?
Anchovies.
Yeah, pineapples.
Take all
No
your
brainer.
anchovies.
Pineapples for me.
Yeah,
Phil, you're
pineapple too.
crazy.
Anchovies for
Phil, you're
Christmas.
crazy.
You're
You're crazy.
We have 5 pineapples to 1 anchovies. It looks like.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
nonsense. Are we? Hang on, because I want to put this in the most raw format possible. I want this to be like room temperature pineapple, room
heads off.
temperature anchovies. You're going for you're
Skin
pulling
peeled
that
off.
tin. Wow.
Little bones sticking out. Those little
No.
calcium
Man.
spikes. So good.
Man.
So good.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, after this,
here
I'm
in
gonna go make
Mexico, the
myself
pizza
some
is
peanut
not the
butter
only
anchovy
thing.
cookies. You guys
Oh
just
wow!
will not know.
What?
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 I thought I never
Yep.
heard those two words together.
Peanut butter anchovies.
I don't think that's a
And then I'm gonna patent it, and I'm gonna make at least $3
Oh
off its
gosh.
patent.
Oh,
The only
Mexico,
correct answer
the
is
only-
anchovies.
Oh wow, Stephanie.
No. In Mexico, there is two kind
Just
of
saying.
food that goes with pineapple. There is the pizza, and also the tacos al pastor. And those are
I
delicious
suspect
with the pineapple.
this is pure conjecture on my part, but I suspect that a pineapple and anchovy pizza would be delicious.
Now that
I
is
think
interesting.
I think it would be
Yeah.
good.
That does really throw
Salt
right
and
back.
sweet. I think it would be good. We're gonna have to try that.
Yeah, get the ratios right. Yeah,
I actually
we
like
could try that.
pineapple on pizza. I do not like anchovies though.
Yeah, I don't like anchovies either.
I'm pissed that all the pizza places don't carry anchovies. I mean, this to me is like one of the must-haves on your menu.
It's a tragedy.
It is. It is.
I go with anchovies and black
okay,
olives all the
so,
time.
let's-
It's really good.
Yeah,
I got a pizza once that nobody else would eat. It was
we go.
pepperoni mushroom anchovy, and it was just like it tasted sort of like salty dirt, and it was just like
Yeah, I would eat
wonderful.
In a salty dirt kind of
All right,
way.
here's a new one.
No.
Which would you choose to eat if you had to? Burnt beets or burnt kale, and why? I would choose the burnt kale because beets are disgusting.
I love beets.
Can I choose to starve to death?
What is wrong with your taste buds?
I like beets, but I don't know why in America they cook it. I don't know why. I don't understand why it has to be cooked. I don't know.
I don't
And
What?
you have never tasted like raw beets that are like so delicious.
That's interesting. I've never had a raw beet. That's interesting. Yeah.
Take your word
Am I the only one here who has actually eaten the burnt beet? Just asking.
I've had burnt kale. I have had burnt
I have
kale.
never.
I've had burnt beet.
I have
burnt
never
beets.
eaten.
Before we go too much
and
further,
I have never eaten burnt
you want to give
kale
a shout
either.
out?
I have
Do you
had
want to give a
raw
shout out
beets
to Dan with the
and raw beets,
$10?
right?
We appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan.
Thanks for being a fan.
I'll send you a can of
Yeah, I
anchovies.
forgot about that. You guys can send us a super chat. So.
So, can we talk about this 2,000 subscriber thing for a second?
Yes.
Not
Let's
to
talk
put not to take away some attention from Beats, which also. But we've been
Not
doing
to
this
beat
for
a dead horse, but
yeah, not to beat a dead horse with burnt beets or whatever you do. We've had a long. Actually, it hasn't been that long. It's been what, a year and a half, 2 years, almost 2 years now, and a lot of effort and a lot of people have worked on this channel, and it has grown from a very what I thought when I first started this as sort of a golden nugget of a channel that was doing such good work and deserved such a bigger audience, and we have been on this just like slow, steady climb since, and met some great people and had some great supporters like SR that have helped us get up here. And I want to thank everybody who's ever worked on this channel, and it's just been wonderful.
Yeah, for sure. And
I would like to give a special shout out. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, SR.
Nope. You, Bryce.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait for you.
All right. So I was just going to say, I would like to give a special shout out to Ethan Siegel, who hits us with this scientific knowledge all the time, writes a lot of great articles that he links on Skeptic Haven.
Yes.
And I try to read as many of them as possible. And I love the idea of like spreading, we're all about skepticism and humanism, but just the scientific not promotion of science, and he does a lot of that for us basically for free. So I need to give him a shout out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's on the Facebook. That's on the Facebook group, and we've got a group and a page. So if you're not on both of them, you need to be. Ethan's stuff is wonderful.
Yeah, and this is it's awesome to see such a wonderful community and such because there are so many people that work behind the scenes and you don't get to see it on the shows and stuff, and that is what is awesome about this channel, and to be able to see that to continue to grow and get more and more awesome people on and expand. That is just amazing. That is the thing that when I first started getting connected to people in this community a few years ago, that was the thing that I wanted. I wanted a place where everybody can be, and I wanted a place where we can all grow together and we can all support each other and just have a fucking space that we can push back against some of this fucking nonsense, right? And that's what's great. That's what's awesome.
You're gonna make me cry.
And so it's a wonderful, wonderful community. So yeah, seriously, everybody out there, thank you so much for all the support and everything that you do for this place. And yeah, I mean, I'm excited. We'll be back for a 5K and a 10K and a 50K, I'm sure, before too long. So yeah. Big goals. Y'all get working.
Yeah. I would love to thank all the hosts and co-hosts, co-producers, that do the hard work on here and make all the shows worthwhile, and help teach,
Absolutely.
and provide knowledge which people don't normally get, even scholarly knowledge, about stuff related to the Bible, which Christians don't know, right? And to put the things in perspective, the correct perspective, not skewed, and even talking about science on the show,
and
interesting
biased perspective.
Yeah, interesting, some interesting topics. Yeah, and there are Skeptic Haven has some interesting shows. Covers wide cross section, even the global atheists. Oh yeah, some really good topics. Yeah, sorry.
Love the global atheists. Love the global atheists. Women atheists unload. Yeah.
Absolutely
women, wonderful.
Yeah, women atheists unload. Oh yeah, really nice. Yeah. So and I think that's why the numbers are going up too.
I think we've come to a spot. Yeah, I think I don't know. I feel like we've come to a good spot to kind of close out. Did you guys want to do one more question, or do we have time for one more? Because I see a fun one that we could possibly end on. I just
want to say, everyone in this space, everyone in the taking a skeptical view of examining ideas is something that this space does very, very well, I think. And that's everybody in the chat, everybody that gets involved in this. And it doesn't, you can have an idea of the numinous, of the curious mystery of life, and be skeptical about even that, and also take joy in it. It's it's not it's not that skeptics take away from the joy of being alive. Like, I just got off the water, and the waves, wind and waves, and all of that stuff. Well, that's my jam. I enjoy that tremendously. I don't attribute it to the gods did this or that, but that ineffable joy that humans feel needs expression in and I find it here, too. I think it's really cool. I think that we can all be funny and have a good time, and enjoy the very short, brief time we have together in this space on this planet. So,
and it looks like a lot more people agree with you, because we're at 2,000 subscribers.
Yeah,
and
really like
that we're able to, that people are able to appreciate that.
Yeah,
that's great. Let me put out a quick pitch for
last
our
question
new...
here.
Okay.
What's your favorite
TV
theme tune?
Yeah, we'll do that first. And
Mission
then
Impossible.
Yeah, the theme.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Ooh.
Yeah. That might be the winner.
What's good?
I think I like Knight Rider.
I like the Pink Panther.
Oh, Knight Rider. Oh, the Pink Panther is a good one too.
Those are all really good. Seriously.
Yeah, those are really good. If it's one, I like the theme songs on 007, James Bond. Yeah, they are appropriate for the particular.
It's more movies, but I'll allow it.
Epic movie, yeah.
I'll say that first off, I do think it's kind of a travesty that most of the TV shows these days do not really have a good theme song. Like, they don't really have a good intro, kind of bit. That's just, the way it is. That's the world we live in, apparently. We have the ability to do this, but not good TV show theme songs, whatever. There are some, though, that I like. I am a big Rick and Morty fan. I do think the intro to that was well done. That's an original song that the guy who makes the songs for the show came up with, so that's cool. But I will also point this one out, because I'm again huge bias on this one. I know you guys, but Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I love that show, and the reason that I love their theme song is specifically because the reason that they picked their theme song was because it was in the public domain from the beginning. So they never had to pay for it. They don't have to. The reason they got that show created was because they cut costs on fucking everything. And so I love that. I adore that. I love that show. So yeah, huge bias there, but
I'm gonna go with Gilligan's Island.
Gilligan's Island. Oh yeah.
Out of left field.
That never leaves. That never leaves.
Oh yeah.
A 3-hour tour.
For me, it's a tie between Star Trek: The Next Generation and The Simpsons.
Those are good.
From the new TV shows, I think the only one that I kind of like was for the Game of Thrones, but I'm not quite sure if it's like an original song. I don't know. But it is, right? It is an original song for that?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so. Sure. Oh, DuckTales.
Oh, goodness.
That's a good one, too.
Oh, yeah.
Well, all right, guys. Yeah. I think that's all the time that we have. We've reached the limit of the show. And I'm gonna say here, but I'm gonna give Phil the last word because I promised him a last shout out, and then Wes can take us out. So thank you all for watching. And Phil, plug.
Me, Phil? This Phil. I wanted to give a shout out for or commercial, if you will, for our new Let's Talk call-in show.
Oh yeah,
this is we're having a lot of fun getting it started, but getting the call-in started, phone show started is difficult. So tune in if you can. Tell people about it. Tell them to call us. Challenge us. We have a topic that we cover, but we can go off topic if the caller wants to. It's not a problem. So check it out.
Be there
Sundays.
sometimes.
Yep. It's Sunday evenings. It's 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, and it goes for about 2 hours, a little bit less sometimes. So help us out there. Subscribe, like, love us, send us money, all that stuff.
Yes,
we love you guys.
that like button, please.
Thanks everyone who participated tonight.
You're welcome.
Everyone who participated, I appreciate you guys. Help out. I'm kind of filling in last minute, sort of, but this was fun, and I look forward to doing this again when we get to our what did we decide? 5,000? Is that the next one?
Well, it ended up
whichever
at 50,000,
one it is.
so let's do it before that. I'm on a bit of a clock here.
There you go.
For 50,000.
Oh, wow.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot, and we will see you for our next. Take care.
We will.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.